Okay, so Daniel is he's a badass. He doesn't really have much concern for the 120 satraps or the police. He doesn't really give a shit about what their authority is and what their rules are based on, because his allegiance goes to the universal law, and he's aware of that. So he's already in the understanding that the universal law rules all, which is the which is the real king. You know, that's the real high rule. But let me tell you about these rings real quick. So what I realized was that there's something that we don't get about Uranus, I guess, if that's how you want to call it. Let me tell you about Uranus, which is really Anu. Uranus is what our third layer that surrounds the Earth really is. It really is Uranus. Let me tell you what that is. So Uranus translates to Or, which is light, and Gan or Anu, anything of those type of linguistics. But it really translates to the light wind. Basically, it is the lighted source, so it's not the dark source. And it is the source of where the winds actually come from. So our winds are actually, they can all have different spirits depending on what direction they're coming from. And they're sourcing out of this outer layer, which of the earth, which is actually Uranus, Or-Gan, Anu, the wind. That's where it comes from. And right now, I told you the second layer was breaking down. The king and queen's chamber is combining, and the reason being is because what's happening is ammonia is pouring out of the third chamber. Ammonia, okay, ammonia, where you get the word Amon. But basically, this ammonia is corroding the second layer of ice, which is what they're trying to call global warming. But that's not what it's coming from. Anu is doing this because essentially what's happening is the roots of the plant nations are growing extremely strong and being prepared. So for those who have deep roots, they're being prepared to be able to make incredible changes. And that's why the season actually appears like spring right now. And you can see there's plants that should be growing in the spring that are growing right now in the fall, fruiting.